Hello friends, the topic for this video is filtering numeric fields using slicers. So in our last demo, we were having three visual elements which are here: matrix, stacked chart and slicers. Top right corner, we have stacked column chart showing profit by country. In the bottom right, we have slicer. And another one is matrix view which is showing sales by country and category. It's now you just clear the selection of slicer. You can clear the selection of slicer by here or by eraser. Clear selections here. We can clean it by this eraser. So if one slicer is good, then two is better, I think. Let's add in second slicer. We will we will add in a second slider which is in fifth row second element, and then what we will do, first make a space for it. For making a space, what we will do, we just simply, yes, yes, we are making a space here, and by clicking here we simply by click here and drag and drop here our slider, and this is into the space we created. We put this control horizontally, then vertically, and then we drag and drop the slicer into data field. The right profit field we can add here. What we can do, from this data, the profit, drag and drop. So you will see this is something very interesting because profit is a numeric field and our slicer taken the form of slider, and it's very hard to see the extreme left of the slider because it has the profit which has value in negative. Then so if we put slider moves from left to right, uh, we can see there may be some other changes in displays too. You can see here, and the value of profit is also changing, and the name of countries is also changing here. You will see. So you can see as profit range increases, country will be visible there, and the top right, if we go, there is the only country, United States. Okay, and there is a change in matrix as well as in stacked column chart. So let's switch over to other page and see. As you increase the range of slider, the values also increasing here, here, and here too. So this is how beautifully the second slider works. Okay, so there is a change in matrix, there is a change in this one slicer, there is a change in here. So if we increasing it, the values which are in this range will be appear here, similarly here. So there is a change in matrix as well as in stacked column chart. So let's switch over to other page, and that's tree map page. So we see all the things having changed there or not? No, there is no change. How and why there is no change? First go to driller. Okay, so is there any change? To see that, we just go, we drill down. There is no change we can see, and that is having all countries. So can you tell why these pages are not synced well? If you think we didn't sync our newly made slicer with the tree map page, so you guess correctly. So this example was meant to drive 2 points. First, When we have a continuous field or numeric field where we add into a slicer, that slicer takes the form of a slider. And we can see that here in our screen. And the other point, keeping in mind that we always got click sync slicer button if you want to have our slicer works across spaces as we done in last. So now we can choose to remove it. So because for what purpose we did it, it's done. So we eliminate the slicer which was local to matrix space. In now other interesting experiment we can have. First we need to go to tree map, then at the home menu, at the view, we can go to sync sliders way on the right. To do select a slicer here. By clicking here we can add in a slicer. So we can see a little table inside the synchronized slicer dialog that we indeed have a sync matrix and tree map pages. There are 4 checkboxes and all 4 of them are checked. Let's go ahead and change them. Uncheck 2 checkboxes from matrix. And now we only have slicer with tree map and that is visible. However, there is no slicer in matrix page, so if we have any change in slicer, it doesn't have any impact on matrix page. First turn off this. Now slicer, if we go here, we can see slicer disappeared from matrix page. So what we can do now, we can expand it, even we can expand it. So we can resize the viewing elements. Now we are going to change the important visual property of a slicer where just what we can do here, we can go to the format and we can do the slicer setting. And what we can do, first we need to do it like that. Put here, and what we can do, we can change its orientation. So if we go and do it, this is the value, how it's changing. Now we can change it to the tile form. Now, so this is how we can change the values. Now, what we can do in general card, if we turning it on, we can change various kind of properties here. Similarly, if we want to have any kind of spacing change, we can do it here. If we are going to effects background, we can do it here. Similarly, if we want to go for visual border, minimize it. So if we are going in advanced options here, we can see enter a group name to synchronize selection to any other visual. So we can add a subcategory here. We can also add some other field if we really want. See, we can change the position, we can change the size. If we go to the horizontal 89, vertical this one. If we can see the change appearing here. Now if we go to the advanced option, we can say maintain layer order. We can even change it. So we can increase size and positions by here. Now if we go to the alt text, we can enter a description that will read by screen reader. Okay, this is how we can change the properties of tree map with the help of slicer. Okay, we can even change the color of font, we can increase the size. So this is really important. Now go to the go here and we can see the changes we can do here. Now you are already familiar with this. In general card you have various options even here. You can play around with title, with alt text, with some properties, with effects. You can even change the color of background. So this is how we can change the properties of slicers. If we want to display it, we can do it. If we want to drill through cross report, we can even own it and we can see it can be applied for few reports. So we have learned in this demo syncing of breaking the syncing of slicer and how we can change the slicer here. Short axis, like we can show it in ascending, in descending. We can show as a table. We can do spotlight. We can go even to focus mode. Okay, and here in more options, short ascending, short descending, export data. So this is how slicer is an important concept in Power BI reports, and we can drill through in in data sets by help of slicers. So this is all about from my side in slicers. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you. Thank you.